Aryna Sabalenka's post-match press conference took an unexpectedly awkward turn immediately after her Wimbledon defeat to Naomi Osaka, when a brief exchange with a journalist created confusion over the opening question. The world number one had just walked into the media room following her straight sets exit at center court when the interaction disrupted the tone of the session. Sabalenka, who left Wimbledon after a 6-2, 7-6 loss, had been eliminated earlier than expected at a Grand Slam where she had reached at least the semifinals in her previous 14 major appearances. It was also her earliest exit at this level since the 2022 French Open, underlining the contrast between her ranking status and recent results on grass. The defeat to Osaka also marked a continuation of a difficult Grand Slam sequence for the Belarusian, who had previously fallen in the Australian Open final and Roland Garros semifinals earlier in the season. On grass, however, she was unable to impose her usual level, exiting in straight sets for the first time in 122 matches. Against that backdrop, her immediate reaction in the press room reflected visible frustration, with Sabalenka briefly admitting after the match that she wanted to get completely drunk and reset after a disappointing performance. "Did you say congratulations?" Opening confusion in the press room. The press conference began with what was intended as a standard opening question offering commiserations on the defeat. However, Sabalenka immediately interrupted, appearing to mishear the phrasing of the journalist's comment and reacting with visible surprise. "Did you say congratulations?" Sabalenka asked, momentarily stopping the exchange and prompting an immediate clarification in the room. The journalist quickly corrected the wording, confirming that the intended phrase was commiserations, before the question was restated and the press conference continued in a more conventional rhythm. Although brief, the exchange set an unusual tone for the start of the session, which otherwise focused on Sabalenka's performance and her current standing in the women's game. "I wasn't world number one today." Sabalenka separates ranking from performance. Once the clarification was resolved, Sabalenka was asked whether she still felt she was performing at a world number one level despite the defeat to Osaka. Her response drew a clear distinction between ranking position and match performance. "This question, guys, let's just look at the rankings. So by now I'm world number one. Level-wise today I wasn't world number one. Yesterday I was world number one," she said. The four-time Grand Slam champion admitted she was not satisfied with her performance level in the match, although she rejected the idea that her overall status had fundamentally changed based on one result.